I'm back, and I'm back with another Suisunday switch. And I switched up my son again, this time with somebody from Australia. Yes. Well, tell the people, who am I talking to?
I'm Plague of Lord Records. What's up, everyone?
Plague, and I'm just going to call you Plague as well.
Yep.
Did a lot for Scarlord
hmm
producing, but you also have a link to the G59 community. And the people over here,
Yeah.
of course, really like to know that. What's your link to the
Hell yeah.
G59?
So I produced on Via Crucius. I produced track 14, Physician Heal Thyself with Dinox and Sambo, and Scrim. On it to be on that album, to be honest, kind of crazy, but hell yeah.
That's so good. And are there, without spilling maybe some tea, any projects ahead for you? Are you working on something without saying
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah. Lots and lots of big underground artists in the scene,
uh,
all kind of tied into the same sound. So
that is nice. Today we're gonna talk about the Suicide Boys. So
yeah.
I wanna take a little bit of time to ask you, how does that work? How does one become a producer or a music beat maker, sample maker? How does that work?
That's a interesting question. I I don't know how other people get into it, but for me, it was because I was surrounded by it. So when I was in high school, like me and my best friends would always like just listen to music together, and then we would hang out in like the music studio at
Mm-hmm.
lunchtime. We had like a music studio at school. We would like hide away from everyone else, go in the music studio, and then all the other kids kept coming in, and they wanted to like hang out with us because there was music playing and stuff.
Cool.
Um, and kind of there was like this rule, like my friend made this rule, that if you don't make music, like you need to get out because everyone kept coming in and like distracting us. So then I was like kind of forced to make music, and then I got so obsessed with it. Like my friend literally forced me to start making music because so I could hang out with him still.
Yeah.
And that my best friend is it's an artist called Sweet Boy. He's like a big artist that blew up on TikTok. I actually sampled him on the Scrim song, but we'll get into that after.
Yeah. That is
Mhm.
cool. So he, the sweet boy guy, was the one who got you into the music on high school.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
friends
So like
since
we
then.
yeah yeah. So we kind of got each other into music. Like he's always been into music, but he started off like wanting to make like hip hop music under a different name.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say the names just for the sake of his privacy, but under like different aliases and stuff. And I remember we were walking home from school one time, and he was like, I think I want to make music," and I was like, "Do it," because he was like making beats and stuff. But um, so we kind of like got that from like me, his sister, and like another friend or something. He started making music, and then from there, kind of stemmed, and I started making music, and which is crazy because when I first started making beats, um, I was making heaps of Suicide Boys type beats and heaps of Scala type beats. So kind of full circle. Um, I'm not sure how long ago that was, but their YouTube channel's still up as well, somewhere on the internet. Some deep cut like supporters know about that and they'll find it. It's been found, but the beats are really bad, so I keep that hidden. Yeah,
Well, it's all
crazy.
about evolvement and progress,
hmm
and I kind of like it when you can still go back to that time, and because
Yeah,
it's where you were at that time, and
yeah,
it got you where you are right now. But
yeah. That
I
is true.
love the story that you started because of wanting to be friends and hang out at the school
hmm
studio and making music. And the making music, was that with instruments or was it already beat making?
It was yeah, so beat making. So we were on literally on GarageBand at school, just on like the school Mac. I was really bad at it, extremely bad. And then I came home one day and I like searched up on YouTube, um, just how to make trap beats and what to use. And I got like a cracked version of FL Studio, which is the program I use to this day. Um, yeah, I got like a really like dodgy cracked version of it. I'm pretty sure I got like a couple viruses and stuff, but um, yeah. And then I started making beats on that, the really bad beats. And then what's crazy is I was using that same cracked program up until like recent years, and then I got like not like a warning, but like I got a label or whatever was like I was owed money from an artist, and I had to prove that my version of my program was bought so I could get my money. So I had
Yeah.
to buy the program so that we could get that going. But yeah, kind of crazy.
Oh, that is that is good
Yeah,
inside information. Thank you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whenever I want to be a beat maker, I need to know this stuff. No, I don't have an
Hmm.
intention of doing that, but it is kind of nice to know because I know there's
Yeah.
a lot of people out there behind the computers making beats and looking
Hmm.
up to guys like you and wondering how did they get where they are and where did they
Mm.
start. And it's nice for them to know that it always started small. And although you
Yeah.
have, well, a few things on your belt right now, you
Hmm.
started small. So I think that's nice for
Yeah.
others to see. But if you go fast forward, you already did some Scarlet stuff, but how did you come to work with Scrim on Via Cruises?
That that is the craziest story. So like, shout out Brody first of all. Like Dinox would not be a thing without Dinox. Like, but originally how it happened. So I've been trying to get a song with Scrim for literally I want to say 3 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's crazy because I had an A&R reach out to me when I think Suicide Boys first started reaching out, and Scrim started allowing himself to work with other producers because he was like strictly solo. You know what I mean? Like, and then further in his career, his production was like evolving, and he started reaching out to other producers. But I had an A&R to reach out to me. If you know what an A&R is, it's like
Of
someone who
course.
reaches out for. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Well,
Um,
maybe the other, maybe other people don't. So maybe you
yeah,
need to explain it for
okay.
everybody
So
watching.
an A&R is like a middleman who like reaches out to um, producers or artists for like specific things if a client or like a artist needs a specific thing. So like artist or producer will ask middleman for something, and that middleman will go collect that for them and then bring them like some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so this like middleman asked me to send some stuff for Scrim a while ago, like 4 years ago. But back then I wasn't really good at sample making. I was really good at making beats, like drums and stuff, but I hadn't locked in on making samples. So I sent some, and that was kind of it. Um, and then a couple years down the track, um, started working with Scarlord and stuff. I want to say 2.5 years after that, me and Scarlord had been locked in. Um, Maybe 3 years is when Grey Day happened. So I
Mm-hmm.
went to Grey Day. Um, my boy Pavo uh, got me in, which was sick. I got to meet all them, like all Ghostman's team and stuff.
Nice.
But Scarlord's team and Ghostman's team is like pretty tight. Um, so got in there with that. I met all those guys, which is pretty cool. I got a bunch of phone numbers for the artists. But after that, what's really crazy about that is like that's kind of the first night Scrim and I kind of had an interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we didn't really like talk or anything, but like we acknowledged each other
Yeah.
very briefly. Um, But then what's crazy is after that, this is the really crazy part. I was just on Discord one day. I went on Discord. Brody and I like have worked in the past on like just beats in general. Like we've had placements that never came out and stuff. But one day I was just on Discord, and I like never go on other servers, and I was like I had been listening to heaps of like Ramirez or whatever Suicide Boys, and I was like, oh, let's see what's up in the Grave 59 chord or whatever. Um, and Brody was just cooking up, and I joined, and he was like, "Oh, hey, bro, like we should just work on some stuff, whatever." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Like for Suicide Boys and Scrim, and I started sending him stuff, and then yeah, that kind of just happened. I just sent some like really, I guess, unique like fire sending stuff, and Scrim really liked it. So I think it was like really like
Cool.
in the right place at the right time. But like if I hadn't been there at that specific time, that wouldn't have happened. It was weird.
It's the time and the place, and I think it's meant to be. And I don't know if you saw the
Hmm.
video with Serenity, but she gave a huge shout out to Brody because she was
Hmm. Yeah,
in a different Discord. Also, kudos to Brody for getting you and Serenity and more people onto the team and
definitely.
onto so many nice songs.
That's what I would call it, really. Like Brody has made this little, like, I guess, group or collective of us, and it's almost like a warehouse. Like
Yeah,
we're always just making stuff together, and he'll go through them or whatever, and he knows what Scrim likes, whatever.
yeah,
So he's kind of created this little community of us, and we all are on the same page about everything. And then,
that's so
yeah, I don't know,
beautiful.
all these, beautiful songs keep getting made. It's
Yeah.
like really sick. So just shout out Brody, like shout out Danos.
Definitely. Trying to lock in with him as well because he did say that he wanted to do an episode with me of the Suisunday Switch. But
That'd be
as
sick.
you know, he's in living in Tokyo right now, but on his way to Grey Day. So it's kind of hard to lock in, but I hope we'll
Hmm.
make it work because I think he's such a beautiful person and such a genuine, nice guy who doesn't want everything for himself, but he likes to go exist with other producers and
Hmm.
sample makers and make stuff together, and I think that
Hmm.
makes him a very special person. Those guys are so hard to get in touch
Yeah.
with. Well, we go on to the song that you want to show me. I think you have more than one favorite, so you had to
Yeah.
choose one. And why did you
Yeah.
choose this one? Which one is it, and why did you choose this one?
Um, so planting the roots only to fall out of the tree. Simply because of the production, and also I've been listening to this song since like it came out. I remember walking home from school when these sagas dropped. I remember literally like opening up SoundCloud and listening to these all in order. And this one was had just been on repeat for
Yeah.
like ever, literally since it dropped. Um, so yeah, if I ever get to see this song live, I can die happy.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that because there's a lot of old stuff in the show right now and they could do this one
Yeah,
too, and I need y'all
yeah.
to grow old and make more stuff and stay alive. So don't say that. But I
Of course,
can
of course.
I can get the fact that it will make you so happy if you see your favorite song. And to be
Yeah,
honest, if they would ask me my favorite song right now, I couldn't say one either, but
yeah.
I have a few, but I have been a lucky, I cannot say lucky girl, lucky old woman that has been
Hmm.
to live shows and got to hear them live, which is pretty
Hmm.
awesome. Well,
Cool.
you're ready, I'm ready, and you're in control. So if you want to stop the video or say something about anything, the
Hmm.
stage is yours. Let's do this.
Okay,
And
cool.
turn it
Let's
up.
do it.
Pump up the volume
Okay,
a
turn it
bit.
up like
Yeah,
that. All right,
yeah.
cool. All right. The sample, bro.
Yeah, cool.
I think why I like this song so much
Yeah.
is because of how relatable it is. Like in terms of like, I don't know, there's a lot of younger people that could probably relate to like these lyrics, whereas home has become something I can't recognize, like that type of stuff. Like I don't know, I a lot of their lyrics like hit different for especially younger people. I would say.
Did it hit you different when you were young, comparing to
Yeah,
now?
I would say yeah. It was really hard. So to pick between this song and In Constant Sorrow,
Okay.
I feel like In Constant Sorrow is like where I'm at now more.
Mm-hmm.
But this song I just love so much. Like it's always been a repeat, so like I had to pick this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, very I think very relatable in terms of like
Back
me
in the
back
day.
then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice. That
definitely. I gotta pull it up again. I love this verse. Kind of a short one.
Well, they had a lot of short ones back in the day.
Mhm.
I think they felt like if you don't have anything to add to it, just leave it. And I think
Yeah.
that's a very good statement. Sometimes people want
Mhm.
to make a long song and add stuff to it that shouldn't be there. So if it's good, it's good. And if it needs some
Mhm.
more, then you have a longer song.
My favorite song.
I do get the lyrics and what you said that
Mhm.
they're so relatable, especially to young people in a certain
Mhm.
phase of their lives. I get that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Uh,
you said before you showed me the song, you said I'll get into it. You sampled your friend
yeah.
Sweet Boy, if I recall right,
Mhm.
to a Fia Crucis song. Did he know? Did it, or was it like a surprise? Like, hey, I got you on. How did that?
So I remember making the samples. I remember I texted him. So after he got signed, uh actually I'm gonna tell the people who he is to start with real quick.
Yeah,
So Sweet Boy is an artist based in Melbourne right now. He makes like slowcore or like now shoegaze. He just dropped the shoegaze EP, but we like grew up together. Like we were in high school together. We've been best friends since like year 8, year 9, something like that. I'm 24
wow.
now. He's 25. Um, so yeah, he like once he got signed to a label. I'm pretty sure it's called Let the Kids Talk or something. He's
Okay.
probably gonna kill me for that, but I I forget the label name, but he's on like the same label as like Yeet, like Dave Once,
Okay.
I believe. So
Wow.
like pretty a poppin' label. Like I'm pretty sure he's their first slowcore artist or like first alternative artist in
Okay.
that sense.
I
Um,
will have to look him up.
yeah, I think you would really like the music. In fact, I actually think you guys should probably react to him. Like
Okay.
he makes some really good music.
I may have to
Um,
right now.
yeah, yeah, he's fucking sick. But yeah, so I remember texting him. So he was going really consistent at posting online his music for like I want to say a year, 2 years, something. I probably messed it up as well, but like very consistent. And it just took off. And I think his song now, his biggest song, the one I sampled, is currently at, let's see, on Spotify. It's now sitting at 27 million streams, and he has 800,000 monthlies, right?
Oh
Um,
wow.
so yeah, so I texted him, being like, I have an idea. Can I please sample your song? Like, do I have your permission?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, go for it. Like any song you want. I was like, okay, cool. I remember making it, and out of all the samples I had made, that one had like something to it. I remember making it, and I was like, "Damn, this is really crazy." Like, you're like, there's producers will understand what I mean, but like when you're making something, there's like the one. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
I was getting goosebumps making it. Yeah, I
Oh
was just
wow.
like, "There's something about this one." And I remember after I made it, I sent it to Brody, and Brody was like, this is crazy. Like
Oh.
he was like, this is gonna get used. Like I'm pretty sure he said like 1,000,000% or something.
Oh.
Funny enough, because it made it on the album. Um, but yeah, so yeah, how that even happened is just so crazy.
And
Um,
what was his reaction when he knew that when he listened to himself on that album?
so I sent him the sample when I first made it, and he texted me back being like, "Bro, I like this nearly made me cry. This is beautiful. Just the
Oh.
sample itself." Um, and I might even play you the sample by itself if that's okay after.
Yeah, I would love
Um,
to. No, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I sent him the sample. Remember, he was like, "This is really crazy. Like, this is so sick." And then he was like, "All right, let's not get our hopes up. It would be sick if that happened, but like, this is beautiful as is."
yeah,
Um, and then yeah, just like months and months later, like, he messaged me because Grade 5 9 had to get his sample cleared, so they contacted him,
yeah,
and which was kind of like proof that it was real, and we were just like, "Wow, this is really crazy that this is
yeah,
happening for both of us." And
yeah,
what's really crazy is like it was such an honor to share that with him because
yeah,
we started music together. You know what I mean? Like we did that together, and then we get to his music is successful now. He's doing his thing, and then we got to share this together. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like
Full
really,
circle.
really, really sick story. Yeah, really
Yeah,
cool
that's
story.
full. I have goosebumps just listening to it,
Yeah,
and if you
yeah,
can look up the sample because I really want to
yeah.
portray it over here, if that's okay.
This is the sample that I made, and there's all like the files at the end. Can you hear that?
Yeah, pump it up. Ooh, wow, beautiful.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I love these the pads I did. I did like pads in the background and they kind of pitch bend and like fall. So it's
Yeah,
like this. But yeah, that's the
that's so nice.
sample I did for the song.
Yeah, beautiful. And also, if I listen to it, and even if I look at that screen, I wish I could crawl in everybody's head who has the ability to do so. It's so amazing that you're able to create something like that, and that you
Mm,
combine something of your best friend into a sample, and that the two of you kind of made it together on the
yeah.
album.
Mhm.
That is
That's what
awesome.
makes it really like I think that's what makes it that song specifically really special. Um because out of all the samples and songs that we made, like there's songs that were made that didn't make it on the album. Like we made more than just one song, like we made a couple. Um and out of all the samples that I sat down for months just sending stuff. And out of all the ones that I made, that one got used, which makes it like I don't know, so crazy. Like the universe works in weird ways. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
well,
Like
that somebody had a hand in that perfect situation. Let's say it
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
It's divine.
mhm.
But if you look like forward, do you have like a list of artists that you want to work with? Is there people that you say, "Oh, I wish I could be on their album," or even just work with them?
Yeah. So you can't see, but I have like a notebook on my fridge right now of all the projects I'm working on. And what's really crazy is I linked up with Sid Wilson from Slipknot.
Yeah,
So we linked up. I got his phone number, and I've been making beats with him, which is kind
cool.
of crazy because I love Slipknot. Like Sid Wilson's right there on that
Yeah,
album, so like really crazy. He took me backstage and he like let me play with his like setup. Like he took me backstage, really crazy. I told my dad, and my dad was like, "Fuck," because my dad showed me Slipknot like when I was a literal child. But he took me
it
backstage and
is
like,
from our generation. Let's be honest.
yeah, yeah. He let me play with his like setup, like his disc scratching setup.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is they run their whole like live set backing track thing from Sid Wilson uses this like little. It looks like a Nintendo Switch,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like a PC console, like handheld console.
Mm-hmm.
He plays that whole show off that.
Wow.
It's just sitting on this table. Yeah, really crazy. Which is massive touring band. Like you'd expect him to use a laptop or something
Mm-hmm.
crazy. He's just using like a little handheld console. But yeah, no, I would say I'm always sending stuff for Scrim, Suicide Boys, Scarlord, Shakewell, Fat Nick, Poya, Sid Wilson.
Who would it be that if you could wish for somebody to work with together?
I don't want to say difficult question, but like it's weird because the position I'm in currently is like I'm able to work with them, so it's like it's not like like I've
You
spoken to
no.
most of my artists I've listened to. You know what I mean? It's a difficult one. I want to say Suicide Boys. Let's say Suicide Boys. Like even though that's already a thing, like I think that for me I don't think anything is gonna top that for me. Like I
Yeah.
have that like tattooed on me. You know what I mean? Like I got Grey 59 on me. So.
Cool, cool. And if I listen to all the people that you already are sending stuff to and a lot of it is getting used, I think you're in a privileged situation already
Mm-hmm.
that at your
Mm-hmm.
young age, there's a lot of people your age that haven't even begun to fulfill their purpose and their dreams. And if I listen to you, I think you're an inspiration for
Mm.
young kids
Thank you.
that if you really want
Yeah.
something, you just have to do it and you just have to
Yeah.
send it out. And one day,
I
you,
try. I try to tell that to everyone. Hey, I always have people come to me like, "How do you?" Especially my DM requests. Always people come to me and be like, "How do you do this?" Or like, "How did you make this happen?" Or can you send this stuff to this person for me? Whatever. And I'm like, I can't. Sorry, bro. But yeah, like it literally just comes down to doing it and how bad you want it. Like if you really want it or want to make something happen, literally just do it. Like what's
yeah,
stopping you from doing it? It's
yeah.
literally just yourself.
I think that's the best
No.
advice ever,
Yeah.
and I think that's also very good advice to end this episode with that what
Mm-hmm.
if you really want to do something, just do it, make it happen,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's meant to be, it will get to the right place. But if you don't start, if you don't do it, it will never happen. And you did
Mm-hmm.
it,
Yeah.
and kudos for everything you did. And I'm so pleased that I have, well, a lot of songs reacted to that I know now that you worked on that I never knew. Even with
Mm-hmm.
Scarlord, I never knew it was you who did that,
Hell
and you're as old as my son. And here we're talking.
yeah.
I'm talking to the producer of so many things that's
Damn.
out
Thank you.
there.
I appreciate it.
And to everybody that is watching, this was today's Suisunday, and next week another Suisunday. And who will be on? Who knows? Be there. But for now, bye bye and be nice.